regular, all the regular type of quadrilaterals are there. For example, rectangle, you already know, length into breadth. Area of a rectangle is L into B. Perimeter is twice L into B, L plus B. Perimeter is sum of the length of the sides of the boundaries. Sum of the length of the boundaries is called perimeter. So L plus B will get twice L plus B. And there is additionally another one, that length of this diagonal here. You see this diagonal here? This is the diagonal. How to find out the length of the diagonal? If length and breadth are given, then you can apply Pythagoras theorem here to get d square is equal to L square plus B square. So that you can take d is equal to root over of L square plus B square. Okay, these three are the results that you will remember. This you will not require much, but this is important and this is important. Okay, this you will not require much. Fine. Okay. Next, squares you already know. If all the four sides are equal in a square and each interior angle is a 90-degree angle, area of a square is square of the sides, and perimeter is sum of the length of the sides, a plus a plus a plus a, which is 4a. And the diagonal here, if you see again here, this is the diagonal, right? And you apply Pythagoras theorem in this triangle. If so, AC square, length of the diagonal, square of the length of the diagonal is equal to a square plus a square, which is equal to 2a square. So therefore, what is the length of the diagonal of a square? Root over of 2a square, which is root 2 into root a square, which is a root 2. Okay, remember this. Again, not much use of this, but this is important and this is important. Okay, I'm not working on problems on these because problems you have done much in class 8 also, and plus they have been removed from the syllabus also. We now come to parallelograms. Okay, for a parallelogram, this requires a little bit of attention. Look at this parallelogram. Area of a parallelogram is formula is base into height. Now the question is, again, this is very similar to your triangle part. Okay, your height will depend on the base. Suppose this AB I have taken as the base. Suppose AB I take as the base. Then which one will be your height? From this you drop a perpendicular. The distance between these two parallel sides, this side and this side, the perpendicular distance between these two parallel sides will be the height. So if I call this point M, then height will be dm. Okay, these two are also parallel sides. Now instead of AB, if I take BC as the base, then the formula can then this the area of triangle of this parallelogram can also be calculated as BC into height. Now height, which one will be the height? In this case, you can either produce this side and drop a perpendicular from here. If I call this point N, then your AN will become your height. Or what you can also do is you can drop a perpendicular from here also. Okay, AN, you can also take DP as your height. You understood? So whatever base that you are taking, your height will depend on the base. Is that clear? Or any question? Okay. So perimeter of parallelogram. Perimeter of parallelogram is nothing but the sum of the length of the sides. So if ABCD is your parallelogram, then you can add up the lengths AB plus BC plus CD plus AD. Now perimeter of parallelograms, hardly you get questions on perimeter because normally sides of the parallelograms are not given. Okay, normally the height is given from which you have to calculate the area. So area formula is more important than the perimeter formula. Perimeter is just something that is very regular, that is sum of the length of the boundaries. It's called perimeter. Okay, let us solve this problem on parallelograms very quickly. It's a very important problem. In the figure given below, the perimeter of this parallelogram, this is the figure given to you. And they have given a dotted line, that is distance between these two parallel sides. They have given to you as 6. And they have dropped a perpendicular from here, that is the distance between the other two parallel sides. This they have given to you 8 centimeters. And they have given to you the perimeter also. How much have they given? 42. They are asking you to calculate the length of the sides of the parallelogram. Okay, now if the length of the side, suppose if I take this as length as x, and if I take this length as y, then obviously this length will also be x, this length will also be y. So what is the perimeter? So I start by saying let AB is equal to, sorry, this should be x, not y. This should be x and this should be y. Y and this is x, because the opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. So if I take AB is equal to DC as x, and if I take BC is equal to AD is equal to y, then what is the perimeter of parallelogram ABCD? Is equal to sum of the length of the boundaries.
We
Right?
can also say 2L plus B.
Yeah, not 2L plus B. There is nothing called length in a parallelogram. Okay, that is why you remember the formula of parallelogram as, for perimeter, you remember it as sum of the length of the boundaries. For rectangle, you can remember twice L plus B. Twice x plus y. Okay, so according to the problem, what is the perimeter given? 42. So you get one equation from here. You get x plus y is equal to 42 by 2. That means you get x plus y is equal to 21. This is your equation number 1. Okay. Now let's see what is given. Now you see, if I consider AB as the base, then this 6 centimeter becomes the height, dm. So what is the area of the parallelogram? AB into dm. AB was x and dm was 6. So area of the parallelogram you are getting as 6x. Now, what if I take this as the base? Then which one becomes the height? This becomes the height. Let us call this, this is given to you as dn. Okay. So area is BC into dn. Let's say also BC into dn. What is the length of BC? Y. And what is the length of dn? 8. That means you're getting 8y. So in both the cases, area of the same parallelogram. So therefore, 6x must be equal to 8y. This is gives you a second equation. But what you can do here is, you can write this as 2 into 3x is equal to, or better still, you take everything on one side. You can write this as 6x minus 8y is equal to 0. And now you can take 2 out. Write this as 3x minus 4y is equal to 0. So you get 3x minus 4y is equal to 0. This is our second equation. Now we want to solve these two equations. Okay, I have solved this by substitution method. Let's solve this now by elimination method. Okay, write the two equations. X plus y is equal to 21. 3x minus 4y is equal to 0. I want to solve these two equations by elimination method. Let's say I want to cancel out x. I want to eliminate x. That means coefficient of x here is 3. Coefficient of x here is 1. So I multiply this equation by 3 and I multiply this equation by 1. So what do I get? 3x plus 3y is equal to 63. 3x.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, tell me.
So we can also eliminate y by multiplying
Yes.
1 with 4.
Yes. Anyone you can do. Anyone you can eliminate. Okay. Now because plus 3x plus 3x sign is the same, so I subtract. Can cancel this out. You get 7y is equal to 63. That means you get y is equal to 63 by 7. You get y is equal to 9. Once you get y, you can put it in any of the equations. Let us put it in 1. Putting y is equal to 9 in 1. We get x plus 9 is equal to 21. X is equal to 21 minus 9. That means you're getting x is equal to 12. Okay, centimeter. So once you get these are the sides of the parallelogram. That is what was asked. Therefore, what are the sides? 12 centimeter and 9 centimeter. And that solves the question. Right? Any question? No?
No, sir.
Rhombus. What is a rhombus? A parallelogram in which all the sides are equal is called a rhombus. Remember your class 8 definition? A parallelogram in which all the sides are equal is called a rhombus. Okay. What is the formula for area of a rhombus? Remember this formula? Here it is. Not right. Area of a rhombus is half of product of the length of the diagonals. And the perimeter is again just like your square. It is the sum of the lengths of the sides, right? All sides are equal. That is why the perimeter comes out to be 4 into length of any one side. Okay. You'll remember this? Or is it too difficult to remember?
No, no, sir.
Okay. Let's work this out then. Find the area and perimeter of a rhombus whose diagonals are 12 centimeter and 16 centimeter. Okay, let's draw a rhombus here. This is a rhombus. The figure is not given, so you'll have to draw on your own. These are given to you. Let us call the point of intersection of the diagonals as O. Okay, and whose diagonals are 12 centimeter and 16 centimeter. That means given here is AC. Let us say AC is given to us as 16 centimeter. And let us say BD, the other diagonal is given to us as 12 centimeter. Right? So therefore, what is OA equal to and OC equal to? Half of AC, right? Which is half into 16 centimeter, which is equal to 8 centimeter. So this length is 8 centimeter and this length is also 8 centimeter, right? What about OB and OD? OB is equal to OD is equal to half of BD, which is half into 12. So you get 6 centimeter. So you're getting this as 6 centimeter and this as 6 centimeter. And you will give your reason also here. Why did you do this? What is the reason? Diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other. Right? Because it is a kind of parallelogram. Okay. Now what you also see here is now you can find out the once you have know the diagonal length is given, therefore you can find out the area. What is the area of the rhombus? Half of product of the length of the diagonals. What are the diagonals here? AC into BD. So this is half into what is AC? 16 centimeter. How much is BD? 12 centimeter, which is 96 centimeter square is the area. So the first question is answered. So if this question carries 3 marks, you will get 1 mark for this. Okay. Now the second one will carry more marks. That is the perimeter of the rhombus. Why? Because you will have to calculate each side of the rhombus. How will you calculate each side of the rhombus? You know that this angle is 90 degree. Why do you know this angle is 90 degree? Anyone? AC perpendicular to BD. Why? Class 8 knowledge. Anyone? Because the diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular to each other.
Diagonal
Yes, are perpendicular to each other. So if they are perpendicular, this angle becomes 90 degree. You can apply Pythagoras theorem in this. This is the hypotenuse. You can find out the hypotenuse. So you'll write in triangle AOB. Which one is the hypotenuse? AB. You can take this as the base, this as the perpendicular. So AB square is equal to OA square plus OB square. Okay. Which is equal to, and how much have we found out the length? We have found this out to be 8. We have found this out to be 6. So 8 square plus 6 square. 64 plus 36. Which is equal to 100. That means what is AB? Length of each side of the rhombus? Square root of 100, which is 10 centimeter. So I've got each side here to be 10 centimeter. This is 10 centimeter. This is 10 centimeter. This is 10 centimeter. And this is 10 centimeter. So what should be the perimeter? 4 into 10, right? Hence perimeter of the rhombus ABCD is equal to 4 times any one side. Let's say AB. 4 into 10, which is equal to, unit of perimeter is centimeter. So 40 centimeter. Any question here? We have used the properties of rhombus. No question? Can you hear me
No,
clearly?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Trapezium is the last quadrilateral that we are going to do. Now trapezium, what is the definition of a trapezium? Last year class 8. A quadrilateral in which any two opposite sides are parallel is called a trapezium. So a trapezium will have two parallel sides. These two are the parallel sides. The other two sides are the non-parallel sides. Now what I do is, if I drop a perpendicular from here on the other side, this becomes the height, right? If you remember from class 8, height is also called as the distance between the two parallel lines, the perpendicular distance between the two parallel lines. Okay, let us call this point M. So dm is called the height of the trapezium. So area of trapezium ABCD is half sum of the length of parallel sides, sum of the length of parallel sides into height. So in this figure, what is the sum of the length of the parallel sides? AB is one parallel side. The other parallel side is CD. So AB plus CD. And what is the height? DM. Okay. So remember this formula for area of a trapezium. Fine. And what is the perimeter? If you know all the lengths, you just add up the lengths, you will get the perimeter. So perimeter is AB plus BC plus CD plus AD. This is the perimeter of the trapezium. Okay. So I'll stop here. I'll discuss this problem a little. This problem will take a little bit of understanding. Okay, so I'll stop here.